Hello students. After understanding the basic concepts of entrepreneur and entrepreneurship in the first part of my presentation, now I shall discuss with you all the second part related to entrepreneurship management. My name is Rishi Chakravarti and I am associated with Assam Downtown University as an assistant professor in the Department of Management. Here the students will learn about the characteristics of an entrepreneur, the types of entrepreneur, and the role that an entrepreneur plays in economic development of a nation, or if I put it in another term, the role of entrepreneurship in economic development. What are the characteristics of an entrepreneur? Though there can be different types of characteristics that an entrepreneur may possess. However, these are some of the basic or prime characteristics. Number one is self-confident and optimistic. An entrepreneur should always be confident and should always be optimistic about his deeds and work. Able to take calculated risk. An entrepreneur must be able to take calculated risk. By calculated risk, I mean that an entrepreneur must understand the possibility of taking up that particular business before he actually jumps into it. Responds positively to challenges. There will be different types of challenges that the entrepreneur may face during his course of getting into the process. But at that point of time, the entrepreneur must respond positively to all the challenges that may come across during his venture. Flexible and able to adapt. An entrepreneur must be flexible because there may be different ideas and different informations that he may get from different people or sources. So therefore, if an entrepreneur is rigid, then he will not be open to different types of information. Right? So therefore, an entrepreneur should always be flexible and must be able to adapt to different situations and conditions. Knowledge of market. An entrepreneur must have the basic knowledge about the market. Next point is independent-minded. An entrepreneur must be independent-minded. He must be independent. He must be able to make decisions on his own without relying on others to make decisions for him. Versatile knowledge. An entrepreneur must be versatile in every aspect of domain. He must be good at different perspectives and must understand and must be knowledgeable enough in different areas. Another characteristic of an entrepreneur is that he must be energetic. Creativity and need to achieve is another important characteristic of an entrepreneur. So he must be very creative and innovative. Right? And there has to be a high need for achieving something for an entrepreneur to succeed. Take initiatives. Another important characteristic of an entrepreneur is that he must be able to take initiatives and responsive to criticism. There will be different criticism from different people or from different areas. So the entrepreneur must always be open to criticism and must accept those criticisms and improve his way of doing the work. Now, what are the different types of entrepreneur? Number one is imitative entrepreneurs. These are entrepreneurs who copy the innovation of others, innovators, and term them as their own. They do not do any creative work by themselves, but tend to imitate others. So they are imitative. They copy others' work and try to tell everyone that it is their own work that they have conducted, which is wrong, which is not true. Number two is innovative entrepreneurs. These are entrepreneurs who are creative and innovative. They always think of creating something new and unique. Drone entrepreneurs. They are entrepreneurs who are reluctant to change in spite of the change in the current market scenario. They are stubborn and prefer to run their business in the way it is, and therefore they suffer huge losses. So drone entrepreneurs, they are reluctant to change. Right? Fabian entrepreneurs. Such entrepreneurs are skeptic about taking a step unless and until they are definite that it would be a loss if steps are not taken again in time. So they are skeptic means they do not take a chance until and unless they realize that if they do not do it, there may be a loss. Then only those type of entrepreneurs will take a step. Otherwise, they will not be doing anything. These are the four basic type of entrepreneurs that I have discussed. However, there are different types of entrepreneurs according to the type of businesses. They are business entrepreneur. Business entrepreneurs are the individuals who conceive an idea for a product or service and then create a business to materialize their idea into a reality. They may set a big establishment or a small unit. They are called small business entrepreneurs when found in small business units such as printing press, textile processing houses, advertising agency, ready-made garments or confectionery. Number two, trading entrepreneurs. The trading entrepreneurs is one who undertake trading activities and is not concerned with the manufacturing work. He identifies potential market, stimulates demand for his product line, and creates a desire and interest among buyers to go in for his product line, and creates a desire and interest among buyers, and he engages in for domestic and overseas trade. Industrial entrepreneurs. Industrial entrepreneur is essentially a manufacturer who identifies the potential needs of customers and tailors a product or service to meet the marketing needs. He is product-oriented man who starts in an industrial unit because of the possibility of new product. Corporate entrepreneur. Corporate entrepreneur is a person who demonstrates his innovative skill in organizing and managing corporate undertaking. A corporate undertaking is a form of business organization which is generated under some statute or act, and it gives a separate entity. A trust registered under the Trust Act or a company registered under Companies Act are examples of corporate undertakings. A corporate entrepreneur is thus an individual who plans, develops, and manages a corporate body. And lastly, agricultural entrepreneur. Agricultural entrepreneurs are those entrepreneurs who undertake agricultural activities as raising and marketing of crops, fertilizers, and other inputs of agriculture. They are motivated to raise agricultural through mechanization, irrigation, and application of technologies for dry land agricultural products. Now, what are the role of entrepreneurs or entrepreneurship towards economic development? Well, when I talk of economic development, it essentially means a process of upward change, whereby the real per capita income of a country increases over a period of time. Entrepreneur plays a vital role in economic activity. Entrepreneurs serve as a catalyst in the process of industrialization and economic growth. Technical progress alone cannot lead to economic growth and development unless technological breakthroughs are put in economic use by entrepreneurs. It is the entrepreneur who organizes and puts to use capital, labor, technology. Accordingly, development does not occur simultaneously as a natural consequence when economic conditions in some sense are right. A catalyst is needed, and this requires entrepreneurial activity to a considerable extent. The diversity of activities that characterizes rich countries can be attributed to the supply of entrepreneurs. So therefore, I put forward some of the role that entrepreneurs perform or a role of entrepreneurship towards economic development. Point number one is capital formation. Entrepreneurs mobilize the ideal savings of the public through the issue of industrial securities. Investment of public savings in industry results in productive utilization of natural resources. Rate of capital formation increases, which is essential for rapid economic growth. Thus, an entrepreneur is a creator of wealth. Point number two, improvement in per capita income. Entrepreneurs locate and exploit opportunities. They convert the latent and ideal resources like land, labor, and capital into national income and wealth in the form of goods and services. They help to increase net national product and per capita income in the country, which are important yardsticks for measuring economic development and growth. Point number 3, generation of employment. Entrepreneurs must generate employment both directly and indirectly. Directly, self-employment as an entrepreneur offers the best way for independent and honorable life. Indirectly, by setting up large and small scale businesses units, they offer jobs to millions. Thus, entrepreneurship helps to reduce unemployment problem in the country. Balanced regional development. Entrepreneurs in the public and private sectors help to remove regional disparities in economic development. They set up industries in backward areas to avail various concessions and subsidies offered by the central and state governments. Next point is improvement in the standard of living. Entrepreneurs set up industries which remove scarcity of essential commodities and introduce new products. Production of goods on mass scale and manufacture of handicrafts in small scale help to improve the standard of living of common men. These offer goods at lower cost and increase the variety in consumption. Then economic independence. Entrepreneurship is essential for national self-reliance. Industrialists help to manufacture indigenous substitutes of hitherto imported goods, thereby reducing dependence on foreign countries. Businessmen also export goods and services on a large scale and thereby earn the scarce foreign exchange of the country. Such import substitution and export promotion help to ensure economic independence of the country without political independence has little meaning. Backward and forward linkages. An entrepreneur initiates changes which has a chain reaction. Setting up an enterprise has several backward and forward linkages. For example, the establishment of a steel plant generates several ancillary units and expands the demand for iron ore and coal. These are backward linkages. By increasing the supply of steel, the plant facilitates the growth of machine building, tube making, utensil making, and such others. Entrepreneurs create an atmosphere of enthusiasm and convey a sense of purpose. They give an organization its momentum. Entrepreneurial behavior is critical to the long-term vitality for every economy. The practice of entrepreneurship is as important to established firms as it is to new ones. Students can refer to this source for other related information on entrepreneurship and economic development. Thank you so much.